In 2019, the JV Sports Show podcast began with the idea of spotlighting young people in our community. In time, that podcast evolved into radio, television, and live stream, and through that evolution, new ideas have enhanced delivery, giving a stage to students both in front of and behind the microphone in Arizona and beyond. Thank you for supporting the Varsity Sports Show, now the Varsity Media Foundation, a 501c3 educational organization. Drives inside, loses the ball.
From Vince, I don't know how he does it. Everything that he's doing with so many different schools, all the equipment that he has, just everything that he's put together really all by himself. I have so much respect for everything that he's set up, and giving us the opportunity to do this has been great. And because if I didn't do this, not sure how I would really get into this field. So for Vince, just the amount of respect I have for what he does and how he was able to set everything up has been amazing.
Going the extra mile like he does, I mean, sometimes, I think that's important to do, going the extra mile with stuff, and try, even though this is, not ESPN or one of these bigger companies, kind of to have that mindset when it comes to a broadcast. We're trying to, just knowing on this level that the expectation is being a professional and acting like it. And, there's obviously, it's not going to be perfect, but, just the importance of, doing your best work, and that, you could always be better.
We started with, here in Arizona at least, we started with probably testing out a live stream with 5 football games in 2019. 2020, which was ultimately the start of the pandemic, we grew and we added probably close to 30 games that year. 2021, we doubled to 60. 2022, we did 100. This year, we're on track to do 130. It means everything to me. It's not just about me. It's about the students that we showcase, both in front of and behind the microphone. It's not about just broadcasting games, but it's about providing a platform to our student interns to give them an opportunity to grow, to practice their trade, to move on once they've mastered these skills here in broadcast journalism as well as production. Our job placement rate, no kidding, is 100%. Everybody that works for us, if they graduate from college, they get a job in media, and we help them get there.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen at home. My name is Sebastian Kupas, and I'm joined by Mario Malaby. And today we have some 4A basketball play-in game here at Saguaro High School. SaberCats look ready to defend their home court. Have the Eastmark Firebirds coming in to try and challenge them for this play-in spot and a spot in the 4A playoffs here in Arizona basketball.
Well, tonight, I really think that the SaberCats and the Firebirds are ready for some serious action and push it to the metal.
Saguaro looks ready, as Mario was saying, to come out and defend their home court, even though their records might not show it, going just 1-3 in the month of February. But their stats look pretty ready here against Eastmark. Pretty even region win-loss. Going to be shooting the ball pretty closely too. Average a lot more points per game for Saguaro on offense, just about 15 more points per game. And they are killing the boards with over 30 a game. And the key stat here, Eastmark Firebirds do tend to turn the ball over, averaging almost 13.5 a game. Seems to be if they want a chance to win this one tonight, they'll have to limit those and play through their star players here.
And if you see the points per game, 53 to 70, that's exactly how they're going to try to impose their will. Eastmark will try to slow the game down and make it a possession by possession, while Saguaro's going to try to speed it up. It's going to be a master of wills. It's going to be a master of wills to see who actually will come on top tonight.
And before we start here for the game, we talked to both sides of the coaches to see where their mindsets are before going into the game. And here are some pregame interviews from our sideline reporters.
Hi everyone, I'm Bella Casey with the Varsity Sports Show. Coach, what's your team's mentality going into this first playoff game?
Win. No, they know we're going to have to compete. We're playing against a real good team, a well-coached team, so we're going to have to play one of our better games.
Coach, who should we be looking for going into this game?
Well, Reese Wilcox averaged 21. He's been a 4-year starter. Each year he started, we've won at least 16 games, so he's got to be our guy.
Thank you, Coach. I'm Bella Casey with the Varsity Sports Show.
Hey guys, Vince here to talk about Angel Dentistry. It's where my wife and I have gone for over 10 years, and we trust them with our routine and extensive dental care because they care. Dr. Amber Angel is an Arizona native, born in the town of Miami, and has been practicing in the Valley over 20 years. For general to comprehensive dental services, call 602-788-2008. Located off of Cave Creek Road just north of the 101 in North Phoenix. Angel Dentistry, proud supporters of our young people and proud partners of the Varsity Sports Show.
Hi everyone, I'm Bella Casey here with the Varsity Sports Show. I'm here with Coach Lucas Ramirez. Coach, it's your first game in the postseason. What's the team's mentality coming into this?
Yeah, same mentality we've had all year long. It's one day at a time. The present moment's the most important thing, not dwelling on the past successes or failures or even looking out into the potential future. It's just focusing on tonight. We've had a great week of practice, and now it's time to show it.
Yeah. Coach, these seniors, they're going to come out tonight. How do you think they're going to uplift the underclassmen that have been really helping you all season?
Yeah, no, really just their leadership. Whether they're on the floor or not, our seniors have been here before. They've been in these postseason moments, so just being able to ease their mind, if you will, we're looking forward to just having a good opportunity to compete tonight against a good team.
Thank you, Coach. I'm Bella Casey with the Varsity Sports Show. Make sure.
Folks, we are back and get ready for this play-in game at Saguaro. The SaberCats, on paper, look to have a lot of answers against this Eastmark defense if they want to come out with a win on top. A lot of confirmed roles on this SaberCats team. Nas Haley as their leading scorer, and players like Bentley Elrod, Pierce Harrington being three-point supporters for them, as well as having guys do the dirty work, whether it's Quentin Sims having the most rebounds on the team and as well as the most blocks at 24, or Justice Hines, who's able to distribute the ball with 75 assists and 65 steals on the defensive end. Either way you look at it, Saguaro has a lot of answers ready to attack this Eastmark defense. And as far the Eastmark side goes, they do have Reese Walcott, who is their 20-point-per-game scorer. A lot of the offense runs through him. And we have secondary scorers like Colby Hoyer and Dylan Gesner, who both average about 10 points per game. Colby does have 46 steals on the season. And we have other larger players for them that are able to get the ball down low and insert their will in the paint. Mario, we usually have a lot of upcoming journalists, whether it's in high school and college, on these sort of broadcasts for Saguaro. We have a little bit of a closer relationship with head coach Lucas Ramirez for Saguaro. Tell a little bit about the listeners at home, how that came to be, and who you are to him today.
Well, me and Coach Lucas, we've gone back for about 7 to 8 years right now, maybe about 8 years. I was the head basketball coach at Metro Tech High School, and he was with the Phoenix College staff, and we met working at a Christmas tournament. Later, I joined the Phoenix College staff, and he came over to Horizon, and we've been friends, and we've exchanged about 1,000 billion amounts of group chat information on each other. We've been through some highs and lows. I've been so proud to see this man grow up, literally from a boy to a man to a loving husband and caring educator. And I'm excited to be on the road today, and just see the growth within him. So today, let's see all the preparation, all the clinics, all the things he had to go through just to get right here and chase for a 4A state title. Because right now, on paper, the Saguaro SaberCats have enough talent to get to the 4A Final Four.
They do. They have a lot of players ready to score the ball and defend and play well against an Eastmark team. For the years that you've known him, we have family written on the back of the jerseys. We have a lot of players locked in and ready for this. We can call it a playoff game here at Saguaro. What kind of program and what kind of offense do you expect to see Coach Ramirez to run for his team? And
his offense is predicated on his defense. His offense he has backcourt with Hines and their athleticism. They're going to be able to pressure. They're going to pressure and pressure and pressure. So with this pressure, that's going to lead to all the turnovers and have easy offense. However, if they don't close out on defense, they're going to have a hard night. It's going to be the execution of the small details that win in playoffs. And who has the competitive stamina to maintain their focus when it comes to playoff basketball. I just told Coach Ramirez before the game, There is no business decisions in the playoffs. There is no tomorrow. Like Apollo told Rocky, you have to have the win at all cost mentality. This is why you lift all them weights. I'm quoting Bill Parcells here. This is why you do all that stuff for moments like this. And it's the ones who can be emotionally responsible and not let the moment get to them, but yet see that their focus is their greatest asset.
Just seeing the emotions on the court, I bet Bill Parcells is a little jealous at home that he's not able to watch this exciting playoff game that we are able to here at Saguaro. You mentioned it earlier with their talent just being ready on defense. It shows up in the stat sheet when you have 5 players at over 25 steals or more on the team. It shows a lot of effort, a lot of intensity on the defensive end. And hopefully that's something that isn't going to fade away here as the playoffs start and the possessions get a little tighter and the motions get a little higher. And Eastmark hopefully should come here ready for that and make it a good game. I know last year for Eastmark's play-in game, they did lose to regional opponent Combs, 64-66, just a 2-point loss here. So all those weights you're lifting, all the clinics you're running, and the offseason in the summer getting ready for games like this, you're going to have 2-point losses. You're going to have a lot of close games in the back of your mind. Do you think that plays into Eastmark maybe coming out slow here or having any nerves at all? Or are they going to do business as usual and run everything through number 11?
I think that, I'm not going to say, I think right now what has to be is the identification of the mission. What's the objective in the first 4 possessions of the first half, and those possessions coming out of timeouts and dead balls. The ability to win the mental game of the transitionary stages of the basketball game will be the dictator of them. Every common opponent that they have faced, both teams have beaten. Okay, so these teams are pretty evenly matched, and that's why they're here in the playoff. So I say it's time to get this thing on. So let's do this. Let's respect the national anthem, and let's respect the game of basketball. Let's get to this.
Folks, we're going to have this game starting live for you in just a minute, and we will be joining you shortly. This is Sebastian and Mario on the mics.
Make every day game day and never miss a moment from your favorite team with the AZ Preps 365 Live High School Sports app. The official app for all Arizona high school sports teams gives fans instant access to up-to-the-minute scores, news, highlights, and much more. Customize the app to fit your needs, whether you're a student, coach, parent, or player. Download it now for free. Available in both the Google Play Store and Apple App Store.
You see us every day with our ads about car wrecks, but Lerner & Rowe is much more than just a law firm. We believe in being part of the fabric of the communities where we practice around the country. We are not just a business, we are your neighbors, here to serve and share our love of our community. Lerner & Rowe Gives Back provides food and support for families and community organizations throughout the year. Our hope is that we can encourage other businesses to do the same, so we can build a stronger community together. Lerner & Rowe, more than just a law firm.
The Angry Crab Shack in Tempe, with an experience so good it remains indescribable, with something for every seafood lover. Try one of their amazing custom seafood boils, sandwiches, appetizers, and salads. Angry Crab Shack Tempe is located east of I-10 on Warner Road, 480-674-3847. The Angry Crab Shack in Tempe. Come ready to eat.
It started in the city.
It started on a sandlot.
It started on a Sunday.
The focus.
The drive.
The dream.
You knew how it felt.
You knew we needed the tools necessary.
You knew we needed funds to travel to tournaments.
You provided me with the best equipment.
You gave me opportunity.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.
In 2019, the JV Sports Show podcast began with the idea of spotlighting young people in our community. In time, that podcast evolved into radio, television, and live stream, and through that evolution, new ideas have enhanced delivery, giving a stage to students both in front of and behind the microphone in Arizona and beyond. Thank you for supporting the Varsity Sports Show, now the Varsity Media Foundation, a 501c3 educational organization.
Folks, we are back as we get through these starting lineups for Eastmark. Head coach Joe Babinski has them ready for tonight, led by number 1, Colby Hoyer, number 3, Dylan Gester, number 11, Reese Walcott, number 23, Jason Paolo, and number 32, Justin Humphrey. Here we have the Saguaro Sabercat starters.
Sophomore forward, number 0, Quinton Sim. Junior guard, number 3, Justin Ha. Freshman guard, number 11, Nas Haley. Freshman forward, number 15, Bentley Elrod. Freshman guard, number 23, Harrington. The Sabercats are coached by head coach Lucas Rivers, assistant by Jimmy Rivera, Mark Levin.
Folks, you just keep on thinking the gym is going to stop filling in, and we got more and more people coming in to watch this play-in game tonight as we get the tip-off here started for a play-in tournament.
What better things people have to do in Scottsdale than come see the Sabercats? Nothing. So get on over here.
It's going to be a pretty short list today. We got some good basketball here on Friday as Eastmark looks to win the tip and give it up to number 11, Reese Walcott, who gets to work on Nas Haley. It takes a step-back 3 to start the game, and that's going to miss. Get the offensive rebound there. Another putback's going to be no good. Couple quick chances there for Eastmark, but Saguaro's going to take the ball quick and push it up. Get a 3 off on their own. Number 15, Bentley Elrod, looks to be no good. And it's going to stay Saguaro Sabercat ball. Couple of 3-point attempts to start the game off.
And both teams are on man-to-man, it looks like right now.
We'll see how long they take in there before a zone starts to come out by either team. Justice Hines with the ball on the left, tries to find Nas Haley. Fakes the give. Bounce pass to the corner. Bentley Elrod goes up to the layup. It's going to be no good for a tough finish. Eastmark rebound, and they're going to be pushing up the ball for themselves.
A lot of contact right there, but you got to play through it. It's the playoffs.
Dylan Gesser looks for a mid-range of his own and gets it to go to start off scoring in this play-in game. It's going to be a lot easier for Eastmark and Reese Walcott if we can have a supporting cast be strong tonight and get scoring going. It looks like we have a foul on the floor. Nas Haley wanted it in the air, but we're going to have a side out for the Sabercats. Mario, a little quick to start off the game. Do you think the tempo is going to stay like this?
No, right now it's just a bundle of nerves right now. They'll settle in about the 4-minute mark.
Looks like we have a handoff at the top of the key. Justice Hines looks to get a shot off and gets all the way to the cup for a tough finish of his own. Even another game here at 2. Got Eastmark going the other way. Colby Hoyer directing the offense. Taking on Nas Haley of his own. He's going to give a handoff here to Reese Walcott. Takes some physical contact at the 3. Finds space and gets a floater off on the right. Can't get it to go. That's going to be the Sabercats going the other way quickly. Passing it up to Bentley Elrod, who almost went up there for an acrobatic finish, but he's going to get taken down and going to get fouled. Number 3, Dylan Gessner. We'll have a replay for that. Had to be a pretty acrobatic finish there. As the Sabercats got the ball going the other way and passed it up to Bentley Elrod on this layup, who went up and tried to go for the reverse and just says Dylan Gessner had other plans for that.
Well, I would like to see him go up a little stronger with 2 hands and absorb the contact and take that to the chest.
Bentley Elrod's going to miss his first one. As we have some visiting Firebirds, let him know that they are happy about that. Let's see if he can get the second one going. He's going to go 1 for 2 at the line. It's going to be 3-2 Saguaro. Eastmark going the other way. Looks like we have Justin Humphrey bringing up the ball for them. Sophomore guard. Pass it up to Dylan Gessner. Gets another mid-range off, and that one's going to be good too. Starting off 2 for 2 for this game. Both good mid-range jump shots off the dribble too. It's going to be a hard night for Saguaro if he makes those. It's also going to be a hard night for Eastmark if Nas Haley can get to the cup like that every time. Easy right-handed finish for him. Leading scorer for Sabercats, making his mark early. We'll see if Eastmark can respond and keep this game going at a high tempo. Dylan Gessner breaking down the defense there. Tries to get a roller going there with Jason Paulo. Another handoff to Justin Humphrey, who looks like they had Walcott open in the corner. Instead, he's going to hold on to that ball and get called for a travel.
Right now, the dribble handoff, it seems like it's going to be the play for the Firebirds, but it looks like Saguaro is going to start pressuring that more and try to blow up those dribble handoffs.
We'll see what offense Eastmark has going. Saguaro's going to try a three-pointer from the corner. No good. Nas Haley's there for the offensive rebound. And floater putback from the mid-range. Seems to have a good touch here going. Reese Walcott is yet to score 20 points per game for Eastmark. And he's going to turn that one over quickly, too.
The athleticism of Hines is really starting to already take a toll on these guards.
We saw early in the pregame, average a little 13 turnovers per game for Eastmark. Going to want to keep that number down if you want a close and successful outcome here at Saguaro. Let's see what the SaberCats can do on offense. They have Nas Haley. Thought about the three. Instead, he's going to pass it up to Bentley Elrod, who passes it one more to Quentin Sims at the top. Another three-pointer in the corner for Pierce Harrington. Gets the shooter's roll. Feeling happy that one went in. It's going to be 10-4 SaberCats. And they're going to call one timeout here, too, as they feel the momentum riding towards them. 10-4 lead here to start the first quarter. Good running, good three-point attempts. Mario, what are you seeing there from the SaberCat offense?
Well, I'm seeing pretty good ball movement, but I'm also seeing Eastmark. They did their scouting, and they're backing off Nas Haley, and they're trying to dare him to shoot, but he did a good job last possession by actually giving the ball up. So what they need to do is continue to run the flow. You want these teams early in the game to have as many closeouts as possible, because the second, third, fourth quarter, teams will get tired out and they will not want to close out. Closeouts are like body shots, and it's like you make that team close out, the conditioning becomes a big factor. And I know the SaberCats are in condition.
Let's see how well their energy holds up tonight. You are right about Nas Haley not being their best shooter. Less than 50 three-point attempts on the season as he is pressuring the midcourt here for Eastmark. Finds Reese Walcott. One more pass to Colby Hoyer in the corner. Gets a half spin going. Tries to find some room in the mid-range. He's going to get a creative finish off as the ball rolls off the rim and in for an and one play.
That's a nice little move. Remind me of the professor in the N1 tour a little bit with that scoop.
Good cross, good half spin, and found some room in the paint there to get his shot off. Colby Hoyer averages about 10 points per game and leads the Firebirds with almost 50 steals on the season. Let's see if he can get a free throw here to go. And he does to cut the lead down to 3 as SaberCats will bring the ball up for their own. Got Pierce Harrington giving a DHO here for Nas Haley. One more pass to Bentley Elrod at the top. Finds Quentin Sims, Justice Hines in the post. Not much dribbling there from him. Passing it back out to Elrod. And we'll have Quentin Sims here on the wing, who passed it up to Nas Haley, but Reese Walcott is there for the steal. And takes it all the way to the other end for a quick two-pointer to get his scoring going for the night and get that lead cut down to 1 for the SaberCats.
That was a very lazy pass, and you can't do that in the playoffs.
Nas Haley found some contact driving to the rim. Got a stop dribble there and wanted the foul with the M1. Instead, it's going to be called on the floor.
I don't know about that call. That was definitely an M1 in my opinion. He got hit on the way up. Let him play, ref. Let him play.
Looks like refs had other thoughts for that play. For the SaberCats, we'll have Quentin Sims off and Aiden Whitaker on. As Eastmark made us up here too. Bentley Elrod with a quick mid-range off the baseline inbound. He's going to get that to go. Keeping a 3-point lead here for the SaberCats as Eastmark turns up the tempo and goes here quick. Colby Hoyer looks comfortable dribbling here. As he'll look to get a shot off with an ISO look. Pass it off to John Davis. Passing it back to Hoyer. Tries to find his teammate in the post. Gets an entry pass down to Jason Paulo. And they're going to reset here with Dylan Gesner at the top. Gets a screen from Paulo. And he's going to drive all the way to the cup. Throws a layup off the glass. No good. SaberCats going the other way quickly. Ball already in the paint. As Pierce Harrington went up for that and got blocked quickly.
Yeah, that was a nice look ahead. Missed layup, but then looks like Eastmark got a little out of control with Jason Paulo.
Looks like the Firebirds wanted the fast break quickly there, and instead going to get called for the travel. It's going to end up back with SaberCat ball. Nas Haley looking to see what he can create. Finds Bentley Elrod on the left, who will pass it to Whitaker, and he gets a drive to go. Layup no good. Elrod there for the putback, no good either. And Reese Walcott and the Firebirds going to go the other way quickly. Walcott passed it to the corner 3. Dylan Gesner feeling hyped that he hit that one. Quick tempo 3 there from the corner, tying it up at 12.
Elrod has to make plays on both ends. He missed a layup, but he didn't sprint back, and that's why his man got open. He has to hustle back.
Nobody's going to care if you miss a shot as long as you get back on defense. Speaking of made shots, we got Aiden Whitaker with a three-pointer in the corner. Keeping this lead up to 3 as Reese Walcott pushes the tempo quickly, trying to get the ball going. Loses it, but thankfully for him, he gets touched it by Nas Haley. It's going to stay Firebirds ball here as we have a replay for you. It's going to have that three-pointer in the corner from Whitaker there. Then the lead up to 15-12. Firebirds here have the possession. Guarded tightly, one-on-one. Drives to the cup. Saguaro was about to get hyped for a block there, but refs thought otherwise. Colby Hoyer will be going to the line to shoot 2. Ramirez letting the refs know he does not agree with that one.
Well, from my 45-degree angle, that was a clean block. So keep on playing. Saguaro, you got to love this tempo. It's 15-12. Yeah, right now you're at a higher pace than Eastmark's used to. So if you keep on maintaining this pace, eventually you're hoping for them to vapor lock and just get too tired.
Looks like we have a little makeup call for the Firebirds on the other side of the court here. Colby Hoyer will be at the line shooting his second. Score down to 2 from 3. Hasn't been able to leave this sort of range yet. Lead goes down to 1. 15-14 Sabercats here. Let's see what they can do on offense to either grow this lead or maybe get it taken from them next possession. Pierce Harrington's guarded tightly by Colby Hoyer at the top. Passes it out to Nas Haley. He tries to drive. Gets a layup off from the mid-range. Follows the rebound. And what looks to get a block there. Instead will be a foul called for 2 shots. Looks like that'll be 23 Jason Paulo for the Firebirds called for the foul.
I really like the fact that Eastmark put a little more pressure, put a little more heat on that hot sauce right there. So I really like that. The playoff intensity is starting to overtake the gym. I just feel the tension. I feel the excitement. I feel the perspective of young athletes just going after for a title.
Everyone on the court seems to be ready, seems to be hungry for a state title. But first, you got to win their playing game. Both teams lost their playing game last year. Only one of them is going to have the chance to redeem themselves and win tonight. So far, Sabercats have a 2-point lead, but let's see if the fouls and the tempo sort of alter the game script here as we go throughout. Nas Haley's going to make both free throws, getting that lead up to 3, 17-14 Sabercats.
Oh, full court man. Looks like
they're coming out a full court press.
It looks like a diamond press.
And Firebirds are taking their time passing up the court. And past midcourt here, Dylan Gessner is trying to find a breakdown in the defense. Finds himself in the left corner, guarded by Pierce Harrington. Gessner puts up a floater in the mid-range. It's not going to go.
But you see the effect of the press because it sped them up. It sped up, even though they're able to break it with good passing, but it still sped up the mentality, and they psychologically were forced into a quicker shot than they were used to.
Let's see how the press goes for the rest of the game. Nas Haley's going to get a quick entry pass here after his man was trying to front him in the post. He's going to take an easy layup with that, get the lead up to 5. Nas Haley feeling himself a little here as the Firebirds try to beat the press again. Have Walcott running up the middle quick. He's looking for a more offensive rhythm and gets it with another layup here to go. Hustling back on defense with the rest of the Firebirds. Lead gets down to 3. We'll have Justice Hines here passing it up to Aiden Whitaker. Nas Haley coming on the wraparound. Passes it to the corner. We'll find Justice Hines for 3 at the top. That's going to be no good. Offensive rebound, Pierce Harrington for 3, and that's going to be good. And if you're supposed to Saguaro Sabercats, that's who you want shooting your three-pointers. Pierce Harrington has shot 37 of them at 36% this year. Not bad for the freshman. It'll be Eastmark ball going the other way. Jason Paulo stops for a mid-range. It's going to be short here, and Sabercats will be going on offense now. As Pierce Harrington tried to corral that high pass in and will get called for the travel.
Sabercats got to stay emotionally under control. A lot of times when the teams start pressing on offense, they start pressing on defense. They start pressing on offense. They're going a little bit too fast to get out of control. But what this press did is it did open up some gaps. We'll see how they do in straight man-to-man right now.
Saguaro's best rebounder and shot blocker, Quentin Sims, back on the floor. Let's see if that has any impact on defense. Dylan Gessner trying to find his own shot here for the Firebirds. Pass it up to Walcott, who's guarded by Nas Haley tightly at the top. Picks up his dribble, gets that pass down to Paulo, who takes a mid-range turnaround. It's going to be no good, but the foul will be staying on the floor, as it looks like number 1, Mason Whitaker for the Sabercats, going to get called for the push.
Yeah, Mason did a good little forearm shiver right there. Referees caught that. But, man, got to love this environment right now.
have an inbound here on the baseline. As we get that foul called on the replay here for you at home. Reese Walcott will have the ball at the top of the three. Trying to break down something, finds a little space at the three, takes it and makes it. That's all confidence with that 20-point per game score. Getting the lead down back to three for the SaberCats as Nas Haley gets the ball here, looking for moves. Passes it up. Aiden Whitaker dribbling in the mid-range. Couldn't get anything. Gets it back out to Haley, who wants room. Instead, he'll pass it up to Mason Whitaker. One more pass to Sims here, who takes the mid-range jumper. That's just going to barely hit the rim here as Walcott looks at the shot clock and didn't see Mason Whitaker coming up behind him for the steal. Dylan Gessner thought he could get it the other way, but instead he'll get called for the foul here. Not happy about that one, but the show will go on.
Saguaro needs to focus on just doing what their job. Stay within the confines of the structure that they've been doing all year long. Don't do things you're not used to doing. The hay is in the barn. Just trust what you're doing. Trust the process. Trust your training.
Looks like the foul on Black there, number 3, is going to send Saguaro SaberCats into the bonus as Nas Haley goes to the free throw line here to shoot 2. Just one, sorry. Makes it, and it's going to be shooting another one here too. Nas Haley, best free throw shooter on the team. 62 for 84 this season at 74% clip. If you want anybody shooting free throws right now for the SaberCats, it is to Kobe Hoyer. One more pass down to number 23, Jason Paulo, who beats the buzzer.
That was a very Tom Izzo-like press breaker right there that to beat the diamond press. Very good job at Eastmark to beat the buzz right there. 24-21, 3-point separation. Let's do this.
Coming at you with the second quarter next. Score again, 24-21 at Saguaro. We're coming at you second quarter.
Hey guys, Vince here to talk about Angel Dentistry. It's where my wife and I have gone for over 10 years, and we trust them with our routine and extensive dental care because they care. Dr. Amber Angel is an Arizona native, born in the town of Miami, and has been practicing in the Valley over 20 years. For general to comprehensive dental services, call 602-788-2008. Located off of Cave Creek Road just north of the 101 in North Phoenix. Angel Dentistry, proud supporters of our young people and proud partners of the Varsity Sports Show.
Coming at you back with the second quarter here. Both teams looking a little motivated and ready here to right last year's ship of losing a play-in game for both teams and getting a win here on the board to start their play-in and playoffs this year. Saguaro SaberCats with the ball, trying to find some room here. Looks like Justice Hines going to find it. Gets through the traffic and gets blocked. Number 25, Dorian Lewis on the defensive end. Quick feet there, quick hands. Have Eastmark going the other way. Jason Paulo setting up. Finds a bounce pass here to Colby Hoyer, who tries to drive baseline. Wants a push off, but instead he's going to get called out of bounds, and that'll go SaberCat ball.
Right now, Eastmark put a couple of their second string right in, and right now this is the first minute. This is like the special teams. This is one of the hidden minutes of basketball. That the first minute of any quarter. Oh wow! Nice layup, nice break.
Justice Hines getting to the basket nicely on that quick crossover. Getting the lead up to 5 points here. Reese Walcott, leading scorer for Eastmark, trying to make his mark here on the game for the Firebirds. So far, still in single-digit scoring for them. Tries to set up his teammate here, number 10, Don Davis. Reassessing the offense, not finding much. He's going to get a screen here from Dorian Lewis. Tries to find him as the roll man. Not going to be the best connection there. That's going to roll out of bounds and be SaberCat ball once again.
They did a great job not letting that roll go through, and that was a very poor pass. But the SaberCats hope they can take advantage right now.
If you're the Firebirds, you want to limit the turnovers. They're starting to become a little bit more prevalent here on offense. Just as I say that, they get one on defense. Find Colby Hoyer going quickly the other way. Get the spin move.
That's the beautiful block. Stayed at home. Quentin Sims did a beautiful job right there.
Quentin Sims staying on the spin. There's a reason he has the most blocks on the team. Make that 25 now on the season.
I bet you he gets 3 more later, Sebastian.
We'll see how the defensive end goes for the SaberCats. Looking to implement their size here as Dylan Gessner cuts off a quick 3. Will not make it, but Reese Walcott is there for the offensive rebound and fade away from the mid-range. Not the best shot selection if you want there for a reset, and then I'll have the SaberCats going the other way very quickly. A couple more swing passes here. Finds Quentin Sims in the corner. Wants to set something up. We'll find Nas Haley in the post, who gets his own mid-range turnaround, and that's going to be good. Has the length there and gets a shot off at a high arc. It's going to be a good clip for him there as the Firebirds go the other way. Reese Walcott gets a screen there as he falls down, loses it. Juggling for the ball, ends up in the hands of number 32, Justin Humphrey.
That would look like
and that will be a
but
jump ball there.
But good job about Justice Hines getting on the ball right there with two hands and forcing a little commotion.
You want to be a disruptor there for Hines, leading the team in steals. Corrupting on defense for a reason here. Firebirds will try to set something up on offense. Finds Reese Walcott, guarded tightly by Hines. Gets through the screen, tries to get a left-handed layup, gets it to go. Tough angle, still doesn't matter for Reese Walcott.
Yes.
Gets that lead down to 5 for the SaberCats. Nas Haley will have the ball here now at the three-point line. Passes it up to Sims, who will try to get a drive going, but will run into number 25, Dorian Lewis, who's a lot bigger at 6'4", 245 compared to the 6'2 Sims.
Dorian Lewis has a hard time sticking with him, and then he didn't read on the previous possession. He went too far out on Sims, and that laid an open gap. He's not really following the scouting report right now.
Looks like Lewis will be more of the rim protector here for the Firebirds second unit. As the SaberCats here get the baseline inbound, and that'll be deflected quickly. Number 32, Justin Humphrey, staying active and ready on the defensive end. SaberCats setting up here again. Finds Quentin Sims quickly on the layup. With the right hand, it's going to be no good. Reese Walcott's going to take the other ball here, and he's going to go quickly the other way. Finds a lane to the mid-range. Pulls up and takes one. It's going to be no good. Nas Haley hits the rebound quickly. And gets the ball out to number 4, Aiden Whitaker. But Dylan Gessner is there for quick hands on defense. Can't guard everyone, though, as Sims is there for the rebound and the layup. It's going to be 30-23 Saguaro. Jason Paulo and the Firebirds are trying to get the ball up past midcourt here. Guarded tightly by Nas Haley. Reese Walcott's going to have his turn at ball handling here.
It looks like right now the Firebirds are really defaulting to Walcott to do his own thing. And look at the 5-second call! Right there, this the intensity has really picked up for Saguaro right now. And right now we have a full timeout called by the
Firebirds are going to have a full timeout.
By the Firebirds.
Just for everyone at home coming at you with the instant replay here. Seeing that quick defense and seeing Quentin Sims just being this hustle player that SaberCats know him for, having the most rebounds, having the most blocks, having the most hustle on the court, being there quickly for the putback and getting the layup to go.
And right now the Firebirds have only scored 1 point since the start of the second quarter. And right now they're just getting more and more discombobulated, depending too much on Walcott to create. They need to find other threats, but this game is going to be a blowout. Just have the sheer conditioning of the SaberCats. By the way, two mythical creatures going at it, the Firebirds and the SaberCats. Let's go for mythology.
Definitely a good battle we're seeing here tonight. Going to want to get some spacing going for Walcott. Colby Hoyer, Dylan Gessner are going to be their best two-point shooters here. As Gessner here has the ball, wanted to step back. It's going to try to go to the layup. Instead, Reese Walcott will get the bank shot off the dribble to go. We see the good shot making there. It just has to be more consistent if the Firebirds want a chance of winning tonight. SaberCats going to have the ball going the other way quickly. Nas Haley looking for something. Going to pass it up to Pierce Harrington on the left wing. Haley gets it back, trying to direct the offense. He's going to find Bentley Elrod for the DHO and the three-pointer. That's going to not find anything. Getting into the hands of the Firebirds as they try to cut this lead down from 5 to maybe 2 or 3 here. Reese Walcott taking his time slow. Passes it up. Jason Paulo in the mid-range. Contested by Bentley Elrod, but that's not going to matter, as that is going to be all net. Saguaro's now lead down to 3. Nas Haley doesn't care. Taking the tempo quickly, passes it up to Pierce Harrington, who tries to take contact with the layup. Going to be no good, but gets his own rebound and finds Bentley Elrod. Passes it up to Quentin Sims. Another pass here to Elrod, who gets towards the cup. Three-pointer for Nas Haley, just out from the left corner.
That was better spacing by Saguaro. They said to keep on doing that, play good basketball right there. They're only as good as their spacing.
Pretty quick and chaotic possession there for Saguaro. Justin Humphrey tries to get the layup to go, takes the contact in the air, going to be no call. Sabercats going the other way quickly. Harrington finds Haley, who gets the Euro step and the contact.
Very nice Euro step, but why was the Euro called the Euro when Manu Ginobili invented it? We'll break that down later, Sebastian, okay?
I think they got to avoid all those charges out that they were trying to place in Europe. Replay here. Seeing the contact that Nas Haley was taken there as he goes to the line to shoot two. Haley gets the first one to go. Let's let everyone at home know that Eurostep did look nice here from the stands. Joe Babinski, head coach for Eastmark, may have thought otherwise as he pleaded to the coach here. Not going to matter as Haley shoots his second. But just showing you that the tensions are high and both coaches know the stakes here in this play-in game. Haley has not missed from the free throw line this game as he gets subbed out for Justice Hines. And let's see if the Firebirds can keep up on offense here. It's been hovering from about 3 to 5 point lead here for the Sabercats from the first and second quarter. Not going to want that to balloon any higher if you're the Firebirds. Going to want to keep this close till the fourth quarter. As Reese Walcott tries to find his own shot. He's going to hand it off to Dylan Gesner, who will drive all the way to the cup.
And there's another block by Sims.
Folks, I didn't want to tell you, but that is another block for Sims. Going to be the expected hustle and defense that we see out of the sophomore forward there.
You got to love Coach Ramirez throwing a lot of bodies on Walcott right now.
Their scouting report. If the Firebirds want to win this game, it is going to be through Walcott. He is their leading scorer. He is their spark plug on offense. Looks like they're trying to get a shot going without him. Justin Humphrey finds some space in a mid-range. Going to be no good, but he tries to follow his shot. It's going to get called for a foul instead. Looks like that'll be Saguaro ball here as Justin Humphrey gets called for that reach-in. But Pierce Harrington running the point here, bring the ball up. Trying to set the offense up here. Passes it up to Justice Hines, who gets a hand up going with Sims. Finds Bentley Elrod for a play in the corner. And he'll make that shot.
Beautiful baseline screen into a curl.
Hands
were ready. Shot was in. Let's go.
A beautiful shot there by Bentley Elrod from the corner. Firebirds are trying to keep the possessions quick here, keep the tempo up, and not care about the offensive firepower there for the Sabercats. Tries to get a pass off Colby Hoyer, but instead that's going to be a turnover. Justice Hines there tried to get a layup going. That's not going to be no good.
Good block by good going up with Sims. Nice way strong. But right now you can really see Saguaro does not really respect the athleticism of the Eastmark guards, and they're coming at him harder and harder to go.
A lot of their shots have been driving to the cup. As we see Sims there taking the layup, taking the contact. After this timeout, we will have him shooting two. Folks, this game has been going just as quickly in the auditorium here as it has been going at home with just 2:20 left in the second quarter. We have Saguaro up 8, 35-27. And their players have that we expected to put a mark on the game have been Quentin Sims on defense there with a couple of blocks already. Justice Hines and Nas Haley doing their thing on offense. And same with Bentley Elrod and Pierce Harrington.
I would like for Saguaro to keep on going to the basket right now, because right now I think if they keep on going to the basket, because when you're tired, you're going to have a tendency to foul. And when you foul, you're going to foul trouble. Then you stop playing as hard as defense. Right now, in the second quarter, Saguaro has 0 fouls, and Eastmark has 4. We have Sims at the line. Knock these in.
Let's see if Sims can make both of these and make the lead up to double digits for the first time tonight. He's going to miss the first one.
He needs to calm down and focus on his follow-through, focus on his training. He's looking a little nervous right there. Calm it down.
Sims has only shot about 30 free throws this season, making only half at 52% or 15 for 29. Not that much experienced free throw shooter as he misses both here. Firebirds seem to be thankful as they go the other way quickly. It'll be Colby Hoyer dribbling it up here for Eastmark. Passes it up to Jason Paulo. More of an inside threat. One more pass to Reese Walcott. Jabstep tries to get something. Will stay in the mid-range. Shoot it with a hand in his face. You're going to want a little bit more time for the possession there next time. Saguaro Sabercats are going the other way here, wasting no time. Trying to get this lead going. Justice Hines will pull it from the mid-range. That's going to be no good. And it'll be Walcott going on offense now. Having a second chance here for a good possession. Tries to take Pierce Harrington off the dribble. Tries to find an open man. Instead, he'll just take the shot there in the mid-range. Another miss.
I know Coach Ramirez will be happy with 40 shots attempted from Walcott as long as they don't move the ball.
Keeping a hand in his face in the mid-range, making the shot making for Walcott a little bit harder here tonight. Going to have some other players hopefully step up for the Eastmark Firebirds and make it an easier night on offense for them. Dylan Gessner has the ball at the top here. Passes it up to John Davis. One more to Reese Walcott. Guarded by Pierce Harrington, a little bit of a smaller defender here. Will try to pull up for three in his face. Pierce Harrington's going to close a little bit too closely.
Yeah, he was all on the cylinder on that one.
Not letting him land, hitting his arm, and that's going to be 3 free throw attempts here for Reese Walcott. We'll try to get his scoring going whatever way necessary. Not all contested mid-ranges. We're going to have some free throws here for him as well.
Yeah, Walcott has Allen Iverson early Philadelphia Sixers shot attempt pace right now.
He's really trying to get his own. Not really caring who's sticking a hand in his face. I guess you're allowed to do that, though, when you score about 450 points on the season. And from the line, he's shooting 80%, 50 for 63. As he makes another here. And we'll have a few subs here coming on for both Saguaro and Eastmark. We'll have Dayton Bond coming on for Eastmark. As well as Neshoba Red House. As Reese is going to make those, making it 35-30. Saguaro SaberCats with just a minute left here in the second quarter. You're going to want smart, good shots here, taking up the shot clock for the SaberCats. Finds Red House on the wing. Will pass out to Haley. Directing the offense here. Get a hand off to Aiden Whitaker, who gets to Haley on the give and go. And he'll get under the baseline for an awkward angle. Looks like we'll put a warning on White after that finish. And it'll be a inbound for the Firebirds. We'll find Dayton Bond here, guarded tightly in the full court press by Red House. He'll give it up to Colby Hoyer. Has that Nas Haley length all over him at the mid logo. Trying to find some room. Almost gets around him. Instead, he's going to pass it up to Walcott, who's guarded even tighter by Justice Hines, not giving him any space. Walcott keeps dribbling. Tries to get an acrobatic finish going. Finds himself in the air. No finish, but that's going to be 2 free throws.
Yeah,
sending Walcott back to the line.
Yeah, Hines crossed his body on the shot attempt. He didn't go straight up. He actually reached across. That was a good call.
Keeping the physical nature going that we saw in the first quarter. Extending through the second here as we have 26 seconds left. Walcott's going to make the first free throw. And if you can make the second one here, keep the lead to under 5 or so going into the halftime. Coach Ramirez, Coach Babinski, for Eastmark will probably be happy. Instead, he's going to miss a second. It's going to be a 6-point lead. SaberCats going the other way quickly. Find Elrod here. One more pass is going to find Justice Hines at the top. Trying to set something up quickly. It's 15 seconds left. Red House is going here. Finds himself in the mid-range. He's going to pass it back out to Justice Hines. Who's going to give it to Nas Haley on the DHO. One more pass out to Whitaker in the corner. 1 to the 3. Instead, he's going to swing it. Back out to Hines on the other wing. He's going to take the 3. That's no good. Nas Haley almost got the putback. Got his hands on the offensive rebound. And that'll be 37-31 as we go to head coach Lucas Ramirez here.
Hey, Coach Ramirez, how do you judge your team's competitive stamina and how many more bodies are going to throw out Walcott?
Yeah, we're going to keep swinging rotations on different guys on him. But the most important thing, like you said, is our competitive spirit, our competitive nature. Like, we get it to a point, our stamina. We get to a point where we're up 7, 8 points, 9 points, ready to make the kill. And then we get called for a foul. We give up a bucket. So just being able to get through that breaking point.
Well, remember, you're a son of a proud immigrant. I want you to go give the best halftime speech of your life right there because I love you, and go after it. Go SaberCats.
Go Cats.
Thank you for joining us for the first half, folks. This is going to be 37-31 Saguaro against Eastmark, and we're going to be going to break here at halftime. Coming back to you now after half.
Hi, I'm Connor Palak from Arizona State University, reporting for the Varsity Sports Show. Spring training kicks off this week, and the Arizona Diamondbacks are looking to have a bounce-back season. After winning the National League crown and just falling short of a World Series title in 2023, they took a big step back last year, completely missing out on the playoffs. They will be on a mission to amend that this season. The Diamondbacks ended the 2024 season with 89 wins, one less than they had the previous year. but that one game proved to be crucial, as it was the difference in a playoff berth and missing the postseason. Entering the offseason, the D-backs knew they had to make at least one move, since star first baseman Christian Walker was entering free agency. They decided not to re-sign Walker and instead made a trade with the Cleveland Guardians to acquire first baseman Josh Naylor, who is known for his fiery personality and passion on the field. After that, they made their big splash in free agency, signing former Cy Young winner back in 2021, Corbin Burns, to a 6-year, $210 million deal, creating what should be a dominant 1-2 punch of Burns and Zach Gallen. And then, just recently this week, the D-backs extended switch-hitting shortstop Geraldo Perdomo to a 4-year, $45 million extension, locking him in for the foreseeable future. That, along with signing a notable bullpen piece in Kendall Graveman, the Snakes will be looking to recapture the magic that they found back in the 2023 season. The Diamondbacks have some lofty goals set for the 2025 MLB season. Once again, from Arizona State University, I'm Connor Palak, reporting for the Varsity Sports Show.
In less than 4 weeks, 68 teams will have punched their ticket to NCAA Men's March Madness. Grand Canyon, currently at 19-6, is trying to accomplish this feat for the third year in a row. However, the road back has been a tough one for Bryce Drew's squad. GCU, of course, is coming off their best season in program history, having won their first game in the Big Dance last year and just narrowly missing out on the Sweet 16 against Alabama. Additionally, the team won 30 games last year and saw their senior forward Gabe McLaughlin move to the Denver Nuggets G League affiliate, the Grand Rapids Gold. The beginning of this current season, however, did not start as smoothly for the Lopes. They started out the season 6-4, suffering losses to teams including ASU and an extremely rare home loss to UC Davis, which snapped an 18-game home win streak. Notably, this stretch saw last year's WAC Player of the Year Tyon Grant Foster being taken out of the starting five after numerous poor shooting performances, with the GCU superstar shooting just over 30% in the first 8 games of his season. Since then, things have started to improve significantly. Grand Canyon has won 13 of their last 15 games and is currently in second place in the WAC thanks to players like Jacoby Coles, a senior transfer from TCU averaging close to 14 a game, and Duke Brennan, the 6'10 former Sun Devil who is averaging nearly a double-double a game this season. Also, Grant Foster was back in GCU's starting lineup last week and has averaged 17.4 points per game in his last 10 starts. There are 5 games remaining for the defending WAC champions before the start of their conference tournament in Paradise, Nevada. Where GCU is going to be seated in the WAC tournament is yet to be seen. However, a win this Saturday night against California Baptist at Global Credit Union Arena would almost assure the Havocs a top 2 spot in the tournament and therefore a semifinal berth. For the Varsity Sports Show, I'm Diego Iniguez.
Matt Ross here with Varsity Sports in downtown Phoenix, where we're going to be talking about the Suns' changes after All-Star break, the trade deadline, and their new stadium.
First, let's start with the Suns Arena. Formerly known as Footprint Arena, the Suns Stadium is now called Phoenix Arena. The details are still unclear of the renaming and if the arena will be renamed yet again. Let's also talk about the Suns' representation in the All-Star break that just happened last weekend. Only Kevin Durant was voted an All-Star, with Devin Booker being known as a snub this season as he averaged 26 points a game, and this season he broke the record for the most points by any Suns player in the franchise. With the All-Star break coming and going, it also means that the trade deadline for the NBA is over. And the Suns made only one really big roster move. That was shipping out Yusuf Nurkic for 2 players and a pick. This leaves the Suns without a big man to anchor their defense. As of right now, Bol is in the starting lineup for the Suns, but it will be interesting to see how their offense and defense flows in this upcoming playoff season.
For Varsity Sports in downtown Phoenix, Matt Ross.
I'm Colby Miltenberger from Arizona State University reporting for the Varsity Sports Show. I'm right outside Desert Financial Arena where the men's basketball team will be hosting 5th-ranked Houston Wednesday night, the 18th at 7 p.m. And in just 24 hours, this high-stakes matchup will be decided.
The Sun Devils are on a 5-game losing streak with 2 recent 5-point or less losses in conference versus TCU and Texas Tech. In these last two heartbreaking losses, the Sun Devils were without starting forward Jaden Quaidens and hope he will be returning and can be the final piece to push them back into the win column. Quaidens is currently dealing with an ankle injury and is listed as questionable to play versus Houston. Houston, on the other hand, is coming into this matchup just the opposite, hot on a 4-game win streak and riding high on their last win by just 4 points over the Sun Devils' crosstown rivals, the University of Arizona. The Wildcats were ranked 13th before their loss to Houston, giving the program its second top 25 win of the season. The Cougars are also on the longest active road winning streak in the country, picking up their 11th straight versus Arizona and tying the Big 12 road win streak record. With no players to speculate on in the injury report, Houston awaits their next matchup eager to set the record. The key to ASU's success lies in the offense's efficiency. 11 out of 12 of ASU's wins came when the team field goal percentage was 44.9% or higher, while in 9 of their 13 losses, the team field goal percentage was lower than 44.9%. The Sun Devils' three-point shooting efficiency plays a crucial role in this figure and is also shown to be a significant indicator for success, with 8 of their 12 wins shooting over 40% from 3 and shot worse than 40% from 3 in 11 of their 13 losses. Shooting well will certainly be a tall task for the Sun Devils, however, as Houston currently has the third best defensive ranking in the nation, but if executed, should lead to the victory. The key to winning this game for Houston is to simply not beat themselves. The Cougars averaged 9 turnovers a game this season, and in losses, that increases by 33% to 12 a game. Points in the paint are also critical for the Cougars, as 3 of their 4 losses come when there is less than 45% of the team's points coming from the paint. If the Cougars can get their easy buckets around the rim and layups to go without any extra turnovers, then they should have no issue winning this game. Houston heads into this game 11.5-point favorites and will likely lead to an uncompetitive game by the second half. Houston's 4th-ranked 2-point defense will be able to contain ASU from the start of the game, which will lead to a growing lead for Houston. Once they're leading in the double digits, Houston's defense will be able to send help on Adam Miller, ASU's most efficient 3-point shooter, to keep him from getting them back in the game. From that point on, ASU will need to rely on the rest of their shooters that hover around 37% from 3 to shoot above their season averages versus a defense that only allows 31.5% from 3. On the other end, Houston's early 3-point shooting will force ASU's defense to stay honest and guard the line the whole game, which will open up driving lanes into ASU's weak interior defense that allows its opponents to make 50.1% of their 2-point attempts. This will keep Houston ahead and in control of the game, and continue to keep the pressure building on ASU to take more threes and try and get back in the game. ASU will eventually adjust and load an extra defender in the paint, forcing Houston to start taking more 3-point attempts as well, but it will come much too late, and the 9th-ranked 3-point shooting team will still knock down enough threes to keep ASU's comeback hopes in the ground.
Be sure to tune into this game on Wednesday night to see if the Sun Devils can pull off this upset. I'm Colby Miltenberger reporting for the Varsity Sports Show. Hello, folks. We are coming back to you live in the second half. Saguaro Sabercats up 37-31. Kind of what you were expecting here. Eastmark trying to keep it close as we come into the second half. As we find the Sabercats here on offense. Not having the exact same speed that we ended the first half with. As Pierce Harrington will get his 3-pointer blocked. Some more chaos. We find Quentin Sims here on the rebound. Gets another one. Got 3 chances at the basket there. That's going to be no good. Justice Hines got 1 too, and that's going to be no good. Nas Haley gets a turn. Quentin Sims again.
Oh, look at 5 shots for the Sabercats. There's a little hustle, a little desire. They want to see tomorrow. They don't want the season to end tonight. Good hustle. Little stagnant on that set play coming out of the half, but you can't be tentative in the playoffs. You got to trust your training.
Looks like there'll be about 5 rebounds, 6 shots. Not something you want to give up if you are Eastmark. But like we were saying, this as Nas Haley, Quentin Sims makes the first one. We were expecting this kind of outcome here coming into the second half. Just going off common opponents. Eastmark beat Crimson by 20. Saguaro beat them by 50. Saguaro beat Coronado by 50. Eastmark beat them by 20. So both these teams are good.
And we had a lane violation, it looks like, on Sims stepping on the line.
As that's going to negate the second free throw here. But both teams are good. Saguaro just being a little bit better on paper. And that is reflecting in the halftime score right now as they're up 7, having a little bit of chaos here caused on defense.
Looks like
Well,
we got
keep
to
it-
steal, but Sims.
Keep the chaos going there as Sims almost corrals the ball in for Saguaro to get a bonus possession. But instead, he'll tiptoe the line and get called for going over it. That'll be Eastmark ball going the other way.
They really trapped that last ball handler in the corner. Let's stick with the press right here.
Colby Hoyer's going to try to bring the ball up here, guarded tightly by Pierce Harrington. A little bit of a smaller defender, but still needs to be making his mark as Sims looks to get blocked. Number 3 of the game right now.
I told you he'd get at least 4. We're on pace right now. He's meeting that metric.
He's got about 1 every quarter so far, making his impact known on defense. Almost has 30 steals, including this game on this 30 blocks, including this game on the season. Reese Walcott will get the ball with the turnaround mid-range. That's going to be no good. And Nos Haley will get that fast break going the other way. Finds Justice Hines.
Nice job. Nice run ahead. Nice rim run right there by Hines. Nice look ahead.
He's doing a good job running on both ends of the court. He's going to get fouled under the basket and go to the line and shoot 2. Finding more of the up-tempo that we had in the first half here coming alive in the second as a minute goes by and Justice Hines goes to the line. Again, for the regular season, Justice Hines is at about 60%, at 40 for 69 for free throws total. You're going to want to make both of these to feel a little bit more comfortable with the lead. And he's going to miss one.
Sims
keeping the hustle going with the rebound. Finds Nos Haley is cutting to the rim. That's going to be a no good on the layup. Nos Haley with a rebound. He's going to get blocked with another rebound, though. Sticking with the shot. Finds Pierce Harrington for the floater. That's going to be no good. And Dylan Gesner and Eastmark is going to go the other way quick. Trying to stop that pressure of all the offensive rebounds. He's going to throw up a layup, Gesner. That's going to be no good.
Nice look ahead.
And what a play there for the SaberCats.
Nice, Haley, nice catch. The intensity has really picked up for the SaberCats, and they're letting them play underneath. People getting hit attacked. Reminds me of a young, just the friction, the chemistry that they've developed just through hustle and grit.
Look at Harrington there throwing it up to Haley. Showing love there at the end of the layup.
They're not playing like freshmen right now, I'll tell you that much.
They are a young team, but not playing like it. Have about 3 freshmen in the starting lineup, but you wouldn't be able to tell just from how long it looks like they've been playing together. Good chemistry, good running there on the fast break. David Jobobinski for the Eastmark, not too happy there, calling a timeout for his team, trying to get them reset in the second half here early. So SaberCats with a 10-point lead here, 41-31 as we come out of the timeout with just about 6.5 minutes left in the third quarter. Looks like it'll be Reese Walcott for the baseline inbound for the Firebirds.
And looks like we are in a full court man press.
Nos Haley guarding Gesner tightly, keeping a hand up, trying to stay a body in front of him. And Justice Hines there is going to come for the help defense. He's going to get called for the foul.
Got a little greedy right there. Got a little over anxious. Wanted a little bit too much.
Can't be fouling on every possession now.
I think if Saguaro doesn't reach, they will give him the ball. They're just too good. They're just too athletic for him. They have to stay within themselves and not overextend and use their athleticism and their communication on defense, and they can blow this game wide open.
SaberCats have been showing good speed and length here on both sides of the court. Firebirds trying to go up against that. Find Paulo here.
Another block by Sims, number 4.
Get to that number early tonight before the fourth quarter. Justice Hines going the other
nice
way.
Take, and one!
With the in and out move and the and one finish. Getting this lead up to 12 here for the SaberCats. Not what you want to see for the Firebirds. Getting that lead to grow. As we have the replay here. Find Nos Haley, one more to Hines as he just takes it all the way. In and out right there. Gets past Walcott for the and one. Making his impact known on offense as he shoots his free throw. And that's going to be good. 44-31 here for the SaberCats. In the third quarter, lead is ballooning a little here. Let's see if the Firebirds can stop their momentum here and get some quick, good possessions on offense. It's not looking easy here as Colby Hoyer is guarded tightly by Nos Haley, full court. Passes it up to Jason Paulo. One more to Walcott. Tries to find space there with the screen. He's going to back out instead and fakes the handoff. Finds himself trapped in the corner and just going to throw it away to Bentley Elrod. Thank God Justin Humphrey, though, steals it back. One more for the 3. Dylan Gesner in the corner. Humphrey with the layup. Sims wanted that block.
That was a really poor effort by Saguaro. There was no hustle. They got a little drunk on their emotions. Two players stayed at midcourt while their whole teammates were underneath the basket. Saguaro has to do better if they want to win. Right now, they got Whitaker is out of a bunch right now. Sometimes when you're a scorer and you get in a flow, halftime becomes your enemy. And right now, he's a little stagnant right now, and he's forcing things even more. But Saguaro, they can't let this mentality of like, I've already won. There's 5 minutes and 20 seconds left. There's 13 minutes and 20 seconds left for their season. And in the playoffs, crazy things happen. Especially when the refs are letting them play like this. Comebacks can happen. No lead is safe.
Physical nature of the game has been shown here. Fouls, turnovers, quick hustle by both teams being shown. We'll see how that energy ends and how it goes throughout the third quarter. It's been a little bit errant for the Firebirds now as they try to rally here in the third and get some consistent offense going against this full court press and beat their athleticism and physicality as these seconds just start to tick off the clock here. We'll see if Saguaro stays locked in. Nice behind the back for Pierce Harrington. Gets the ball up quick. Bentley Elrod's going to pick up the roller in the corner. Finds it to Nas Haley, who will post up Reese Walcott. Spins into him. Goes for the contact through the layup. It's going to miss. Pierce Harrington's going to find the ball now. He'll take a three, and that is good.
Nice shot by Pierce, but I hope Pierce gets back on defense and he's emotionally composed.
Man, he is pumped as he tries to find his man here. Dylan Gesner in the corner. Got Justin Humphrey bringing it up for the Firebirds as he'll give it up to Kobe Hoyer. One more pass to Reese Walcott at the free throw line, posted up, pulls up for the mid-range over Bentley Elrod. That's going to be some sort of offense for the Firebirds, which is what you need. Going to need it a little bit more consistently as Pierce Harrington and the SaberCats bring the ball up here. Pierce is feeling himself here, dribbling around two people, pass it up to Sims, who gives it to Haley.
Nice pass, now look ahead.
They're just finding each other, have good chemistry, good vision from all five players on the court right now. That's showing up in the passes.
I don't know if it's chemistry, but it's more like alchemy right now, Sebastian.
My
that play.
Let's see if the Firebirds can make their own little winning potion
right
here.
There. That's a lot of hands by Elrod. He has to stay emotionally with two hands with the full extension. He has to stay better composed right now. You can't make freshman mistakes in the playoffs. They don't care if you're a freshman.
After that foul, Bentley Elrod is going to come off. Same with Quentin Sims here. Looks like we'll have Mason Whitaker and Aiden Whitaker on the court here, helping out the SaberCats. Justin Humphrey tries to go to the cup. Gets fouled before the layup. Looks like it's going to be hold on Mason Whitaker, number one there. Senior guard, do it all for him.
Right now, I'm not really liking the body language of Whitaker. He's almost looking for an excuse or a way out and a complaint. You can't win if you're complaining.
Going to be a quick shot there for Gesner, number three. No good.
Look at Harrington.
Jason Paulo almost got the rebound there. Pierce Harrington got it from him. And Harrington's going to be quickly called for the travel. It's going to go right back to the Firebirds here. Further baseline inbound to try to redo that possession here. Hopefully get a little bit of a smarter shot off if you are Eastmark. A little bit of an interesting choice here, having your best shot maker as the inbounder. Finds Jason Paulo there, who tries to turn around, get the mid-range off. That's going to be no good. Justice Hines going the other way. Gets it tipped from behind by Reese Walcott. Justin Humphrey's going to cut to the cup and get that layup to go around Nas Haley. Get this lead down to 12. SaberCats going the other way here. Justice Hines has the ball. Drives on number 23, Paulo. And that'll be a layup to go.
Way to go downhill and embrace contact. These referees are letting them play. So right now, they just have to embrace the physicality in the moment. Right now, look at Walcott's looking for a shot, looking for a screen, something to get open.
That's going to be the playoff play-in atmosphere here. All this physical play going by, as we see right now with Paulo and Haley scrambling for the ball here. Passes it up to Harrington. He gets the layup to go off the glass.
Even though that ball went out of bounds and Hines knocked it out, the psychological pressure is really getting Eastmark right now. I expect in the next 2 or 3 minutes for them to be grabbing their shorts looking for a way out.
So we'll have a sub here for Eastmark. John Davis coming on.
Yeah, John Davis is known for his aggressive play.
We'll see if he can bring some into aggression right now. The lead is ballooning to 16 for the SaberCats. Going to need stops and good possessions here on offense if you want to stop that trend. Let's see what they can do. Gesner's trying to break down Pierce Harrington. Stop and start here is no good. Justice Hines came out to help. So a pass down to Reese Walcott, who's going to get another tough mid-range to go. Not all of them have gone down for Walcott, but when they do look nice, showing why he's the team's leading scorer. As they'll have Justice Hines going the other way. Nas Haley wants it in the post against Humphrey. He'll get it. Spins baseline, and Humphrey's going to block it. Good defense there by Eastmark. Had the ball going up the other way. Dylan Gesner has it. Passes it down to Walcott, who wanted the behind the back.
Out of bounds, a little out of control by Walcott, just forcing it. He's literally been what they're looking for over and over. I know I'm harping on that a lot, but he has 21 of the 39 points right now. And right now, you just see the body language. Everybody's looking for him to be the answer. And that's hard to beat 5 guys when you're just one player.
Looks like Justice Hines tipped that behind the back move there. And Reese Walcott thought it was going to be their ball. Not. Babinski not happy about that. Head coach for the Firebirds. Pierce Harrington open in the corner. No good for a three-pointer. And that's going to go over a bunch of SaberCats, and it'll be Firebirds ball going the other way. If you can get the lead down
Calm
to
down,
maybe,
Pierce, man. You're going to be okay, man. Calm down on these shots.
he's getting hype after his makes. He feels good, but again, staying level emotionally and mentally is going to be the best outcome here if you want to have consistent possessions on both ends of the floor. If you're the Firebirds, you maybe want to get this down to 8 or 10 here before the fourth quarter. A little bit of chaos here on offense now. Reese Walcott will try to slow things down. Finds Gesner in the right corner for 3. Will be no good, and that'll be a rebound for Harrington, who's met by Firebird defenders here. Not going to matter as the SaberCats push the ball up here. Justice Hines loses it, though, and that'll be Firebirds going the other way. Reese Walcott trying to go quickly. Tried to go through Quentin Sims there, or Justice Hines. Doesn't always work out.
That was terrific defense by Saguaro. People reaching, not sliding to their feet. I don't know what it was getting. They're getting a little bit too emotionally in the moment, going for the quick steal. They have to remember the fundamentals. Right now, look at Eastmark. I see them on their hands are on their knees. This pace, but Saguaro's giving them a break by fouling.
As Walcott there makes the first one. We'll have some more subs here, like Bentley Elrod and Red House coming on for Saguaro. Harrington coming off. Like we were saying, Firebirds seem to be trying to stay onto this game as much as they can. A little bit of energy has been dissipating as we get closer to the fourth quarter and the lead gets down to 12. Hopefully, if you're the Firebirds, getting down to single digits can be attainable here, keeping the game close. SaberCats going quick the other way, have a great play lined up. Finds Red House open in the corner for 3. Wide open man, getting a great shot off.
Beautiful shot, beautiful play. Nice little screener transition to get the confusion and get the eye candy, so the corner was left open for Red House.
Definitely had the Firebird defense caught off guard here. As Ramirez pleads his case here to the refs, but Vinci's going to plead his now too.
When he was a youth, he used to want to study pre-law, but he got into DMX and New Edition, so he decided to go into basketball instead.
Seems to be a great career change there for him.
Yeah, he found his calling.
Going to have Dylan Gesner at the line here. It looks to be shooting 2. Just about a minute left in this third quarter. Tensions are going to start raising as Gesner misses the first one. SaberCat cheerleaders happy about that as they're going to make noise here for the second free throw. Getting this playoff atmosphere started with a
I would kind of like to see more interaction with the state champion baseball team in the house, and they're not even cheering. Let's get to it, SaberCats.
Going to get this roof going a little bit louder now. SaberCats going the other way. O'Shea Bonner with the ball. Passes it up to 4, Aiden Whitaker. We'll find his brother Mason Whitaker in the corner. That's going to be no good. Dylan Gesner with a rebound.
Look at Red House with the shot. Got to convert these bunnies.
Red House with the steal there after Gesner gets knocked off his spot. Gesner pleading his case. And we'll have number 4, Aiden Whitaker, going to the line, shooting 2. Large sophomore guard, 6'2", good size, good frame. Hasn't gotten too much run here, but when he has, he's made his impact shown on the offensive end here. Let's see if he can add a couple more points to the box score.
I really like the impact that Red House made on the game.
Aiden Whitaker here is going to miss the first one, but Red House, not too many minutes here, but when he has, it's going to make good shot selection and quick hustle here, which is something the SaberCats can definitely invite here as the play-in game gets going and the lead bubbles up to 15 here. Justin Humphrey trying to take it up here for the Firebirds. loses it.
Go, you guys got to go for
And
it.
that'll be no other than Red House there with the layup, no good. Bentley Elrod trying to get the putback. It looks like Firebirds are going to get called for the foul there on the block attempt, sending the SaberCats back to the line.
Yeah, good hustle right there, but you got to convert these bunnies, and it's kind of funny the referees call that when people are getting maimed underneath. But hey, it's the playoffs, and we're not perfect. Nobody is. Let's go.
It's going to be physical play here. Mason Whitaker is going to miss the first free throw.
This game will be well in hand if they can make these free throws, but right now it's like they're cold. And usually when you're not making free throws, you just can't concentrate. Your heart rate's you have to lower your heart rate. You have to control your breathing. You have to actually just see that you're just 10 feet away. You've been doing this since you were like 4 years old.
As Mason shoots the second one here and misses. And Reese Walcott's going to go the other way quickly. Going past Red House over Elrod's contest, and that's going to be off the layup, good to go. Off the glass, good to go. Getting this lead down to 13 for the SaberCats. If you're the Firebirds, you can keep that going. Maybe get this a close fourth quarter. Who knows? Pass out to Whitaker here. One more to Red House in the corner. That's a spot. No good. Rebound here for the Firebirds. They'll have about 8 seconds here for a last shot. Holding on to it. Colby Hoyer just bricks the layup there. Had an open floater. 1 second left for Elrod.
Oh, that would have been a three for Wint.
And that was closer than the Firebirds layup going the other way here. As the SaberCats balloon this up to a 13-point lead, and we're going to take a break here before going into the fourth quarter. Coming at you with a very exciting one here at Saguaro High School.
In 2019, the JV Sports Show podcast began with the idea of spotlighting young people in our community. In time, that podcast evolved into radio, television, and live stream, and through that evolution, new ideas have enhanced delivery, giving a stage to students both in front of and behind the microphone in Arizona and beyond. Thank you for supporting the Varsity Sports Show, now the Varsity Media Foundation, a 501c3 educational organization. Hey guys, Vince here to talk about Angel Dentistry. It's where my wife and I have gone for over 10 years, and we trust them with our routine and extensive dental care because they care. Dr. Amber Angel is an Arizona native, born in the town of Miami, and has been practicing in the Valley over 20 years. For general to comprehensive dental services, call 602-788-2008. Located off of Cave Creek Road just north of the 101 in North Phoenix. Angel Dentistry, proud supporters of our young people and proud partners of the Varsity Sports Show.
We are back here for the fourth quarter. Saguaro SaberCats going to look to close out this game. Eastmark Firebirds are going to look to make their mark on it in the fourth quarter as Reese Walcott gives it up to Paolo in the corner. And that's going to be good.
That's a big three psychologically to get them back in the game and see now it's down to 10. These first 2 minutes are going to dictate the whole game.
We're going to see how this fourth quarter opens up. Quick hands there from Paolo after the made three.
That's a very confident pass from 20 feet away by Whitaker.
Looks like the shot's only going to get called for a 2 there. Eastmark at 46, Saguaro at 57. Red House on the offensive rebound, showing his hustle, coming crashing in from the corner. Gets the ball here now. Finds Whitaker in the mid-range. He'll take a shot. That's going to be no good. Reese Walcott on the rebound. Going slow here at first. Turns up the pace now against Bonner. Behind the back move into the paint. Spin. Wow.
And one
back facing the basket, throwing it up. A little bit of a MJ move there. Don't want to say it, but converted to and one.
Yeah.
Look at this replay here. Got Reese Walcott driving, spin, hooked on the right arm. Doesn't matter for him. He's going to make it.
That's time in the weight room. That's what that is right there. With the body control and be able to fend the defender off while getting fouled. That's a good job. That's a really, really good job by Walcott.
For the Firebirds here in the playoffs, no other than their leading scorer, Walcott. Reese Walcott is who they're going to be looking towards as he makes the free throw to convert the M1, getting this lead back down to 8 into single digits. Having an exciting fourth quarter here. We'll see what the SaberCats want to do on offense. Have Justice Hines here with a roller, passing out to Elrod. One more to Whitaker, who takes the three. That's going to be no good. Rebound, O'Shea Bonner finds Whitaker cutting after the missed three, making up for the shot.
That may have been 3 steps, so you can't call everything right there, people at home.
Yeah, hopefully that's fine. He was just going towards the basket. Dylan Gesner is going to try to bring the ball up here, passing it up to Dayton Bond. Not too much run here tonight, but gets a of lane here. Passes it out to 3. That's going to be no good from John Davis. Whitaker's taking the other way quickly. Passing it up. One more. Elrod for 3. No good. Place is ready to explode after that one.
That was good.
They really wanted to make it.
Good ball movement right there. That's really hard to defend.
It's going to be stressful possessions if that's going to be the offensive movement for SaberCats every time.
Nice hustle by Elrod. I'm glad to see Sims back in there and the emotional fire plug that is Pierce Harrington.
He's been a spark plug here for a shot maker. Let's see if he can keep that going. With Sims coming on too, their defensive anchor, their do-it-all player. Reese Walcott takes a contested mid-range again off the glass. Doesn't matter. Did someone say Kobe? As Justice Hines will take the ball here, going the other way.
Kobe with a little bit of Tim Duncan there, don't you think?
Hey now, both great players.
Oh, look at Whitaker right there. Decided to put that and take it.
Whitaker, for not having a lot of run in the first half, he's been consistent here for the fourth quarter here.
There must be a reason why Ramirez is trusting him in the fourth quarter of a playing game.
Definitely taking over and showing that he can consistently create offense for the SaberCats. Paolo for 3. That's going to miss it all for Eastmark. A little bit of hustle here on the rebound. Looks like that'll be a timeout called. Timeout called for Eastmark. They're calling a full one here.
Oh, looks like we're playing a little Welcome to the Jungle. A little Guns N' Roses. Actually, if you guys want to know, this song was debuted in the movie Lean On Me.
A little bit of a fun fact here for you tonight. As the fourth quarter winding down at Saguaro, 61-51 for the SaberCats. Lucas Ramirez, head coach, getting into his bag, telling his team exactly what he wants to see coming out in the fourth quarter. As Mario mentioned, it's a lot of passion, a lot of hustle, and he expects all his teammates to be moving their feet up and down the court, getting good shots and playing good defense.
Right there, Lucas reminded me of the great conductor from Paraguay, Fabio Chavez of the Landfill Harmonic, making magic with the tools that he's supplied with. Great job right there. That was a great timeout, a lot of emotional composure, a reset. 5:40 left, 10 up by 10. What we're gonna do, SaberCats? What we're gonna do, Firebirds?
I think they're both gonna play their hearts out now, as we just have under 6 minutes left in this fourth quarter. It's just going to be under 6 minutes left for one of these teams for the rest of their season. Leaving it all out there is what we're going to expect, as Dylan Gesner wanted to pass it to Reese Walcott coming off of the pin down. Walcott's going to do it himself. Crosses up Hines, tries to find some room in the mid-range. Turnaround, no good. And look at the rebound there. Dayton Bond. Height does not matter. Justin Humphrey had the awkward finish there, wanted it to go. Instead, it's going to be no good. As Walcott will get called for a quick reach in, as Hines was going full speed towards the basket quickly off the fast break. Pierce Harrington will be inbounding here right in front of his own bench. We'll see what they come up with on offense. Finds Sims here, doing a DHO back to Harrington. Tightly contested by Dayton Bond there, the opposing guard. And that's going to have Justin Humphrey going the other way quickly. Stops after the behind the back, passes it out to Walcott. And let the offense spread and go to work. Trying to make some moves on Pierce Harrington. Gets a step back still for 2. And that's going to be
nice
contested
shot.
and good.
That's a nice shot.
Having quick feet on offense, hard to guard. Pierce Harrington gets a cut back door going the other way, trying to make up for it. He'll get fouled. And he'll go to the line to shoot 2. Pierce Harrington being all confidence and emotion for this game. Showing it on both ends as we see here. That backdoor cut on Dayton Bond there. And can't do anything but foul and send Harrington to the line.
Nice to see a free throw go in.
Pierce is going to make that one. Just to let everyone at home know. Hasn't been shooting too many free throws this season. Pierce Harrington, 17 for 33. Just about 50%. Let's see if he can make the second one here. He does. Showing a good stroke here.
You better pick somebody up.
Picked up Dayton Bond there as Dylan Gesner has the ball for the Firebirds. He shoots the 3.
Oh, why not?
And that one's going to rattle in. Keeping this fourth quarter close with good shot making. Doesn't really matter if there's a hand in your face when it goes in. Justice Hines is going to set something up for Pierce Harrington. Nas Haley hasn't really touched the ball much this second half or fourth quarter. As Whitaker here drives. Now Sims' turn. Now he'll finally give it to Haley. who passes it up to Harrington, who will drive baseline, pass it up to Whitaker, who will take the mid-range, the baseline shot or the mid-range, and that'll be good for him. And that'll be Eastmark going the other way. Reese Walcott going slowly here now. Pass it up to Gesner, who thought about the three, had Haley jumping.
The last 3 possessions, I've really seen a breakdown in the communication with Saguaro's defense. They're not talking, they're not pointing, they're just reaching and not sliding their feet. They have to stay and trust their training. I'm going to say that over and over again. The basics win.
Walcott there coming off the wraparound. Wanted it off the glass there. That's going to be no good. Justice Hines going the other way quickly. Passing up to Harrington, who got fouled there.
Harrington was expecting that contact, but didn't really come. He should have just finished stronger and slapped the glass like we used to do in the 90s at Carl Hayden High School.
Looks like Kobe Hoyer there didn't expect to get called for the foul. Putting his hands out, but leaving his hips in, making Harrington move a little bit in the air. And he'll miss the first one here.
These free throws may come back and haunt them.
Just a 9-point lead here for the SaberCats. That's only a couple of possessions. And we've seen the Firebirds make threes and get fouled and make their free throws. So who knows what this fourth quarter holds as Harrington makes a clutch free throw to make it a 10-point lead for the SaberCats. We'll have Gesner going the other way. Guarded tightly by number 4, Whitaker.
Oh, no. The ball's out on Whitaker, but now they only have 4 seconds.
Whitaker thought it would have been out on Gesner. Disagreements there. It'll be Kobe Hoyer bringing up the ball against Nas Haley. He'll just pass midcourt now.
That's really good defense.
Possession.
That's really good defense.
Nas Haley locked in. Not making a big impact on offense, but make sure he is on defense here in the fourth quarter. Passing it up here, finds Humphrey in the corner. He'll stop and pull for a mid-range. That's no good.
There's a foul on.
Looks like it'll be a foul on number 1, Black. For the reach in going after that rebound. Showing all emotion and also here ended up fouling going after the ball.
If Saguaro scores right now, that'll be a huge dent into Eastmark's emotional stability.
Leaking out here, Pierce Harrington catches it on the run, and he'll go all the way with a finger roll layup. Across the court quickly.
Eastmark is not used to pressing. They're not a pressing team. They're trying to do something that they're not used to, and they're going to get burned for it, and they did.
Firebirds here want a quick shot and a smart one here too. We'll find Dylan Gesner, wants a screen from Walcott, gets it, and he'll take a three. That'll be no good. Gesner gets a tip on it to stop the fast break.
Whitaker's asking people to communicate more.
And there's Harrington going coast to coast with the finger roll layup, showing all that good shot making that he has all night.
Harrington with a turnover on the inbounds.
That'll be Firebird ball. Gesner thought about a three, and he'll want a smarter shot now, passing it out to Walcott, who is guarded by Aiden Whitaker, who's played a lot of fourth quarter minutes and doing good on both offense and defense, but he'll get called for a foul now.
I would really like for Saguaro to actually be in help with every time Whitaker has. He's not looking to pass right now. He trusts himself as well. He should a lot. And if Saguaro would get in the gaps, it would make other people scores, and they really don't want to be scorers this late in the game.
SaberCats do it all. Defenseman Quentin Sims subs off now. Bentley Elrod coming on. Firebirds find the inbound here. It'll be number 3, Gesner, at the top.
Oh, with the push right there.
Walcott set the screen. Nope. That'll be a missed 3 from Gesner. We'll have Justice Hines going the other way now. Slowing down the offense. Very slow now. They see the scoreboard. They see the time. Hines drives.
And one.
What looks to be a dagger there with the and one layup. SaberCats are feeling good after Hines gets all the way to the cup for the and one. We'll see the replay here now on Gesner. Goes through 2 defenders, and it's just easy contact. Not much else you can do. We'll see if Hines can convert here, make the lead 15 with just 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Ooh, that ball's going to roll out.
Nice rebound by Whitaker.
Rebound, though. Exactly for Whitaker.
Jump ball, possession arrow. Saguaro.
That'll stay with the SaberCats.
Saguaro.
Even after that hustle by Jason Paulo on the rebound. Justice Hines here on the inbound. Finds Nas Haley at the 3. He'll have to jump for it. And that'll bounce out of bounds going for the Firebirds.
Make the simple play. Make the simple play. It's going to be hard to advance if you don't make the simple play. Who is guarding the ball, guys?
Looks like Nas Haley on the ball. If you're Eastmark, it's going to be quick threes here. Or something quick to the cup. Not all this dribbling that you're seeing right now. Going to want to pass the ball off quickly. Colby Hoyer having the ball the whole possession here. Guarded tightly by Nas Haley.
Great. That should have been a 5-second call, but, maybe they win, maybe they don't follow the Gregorian calendar. Who knows?
Look at this replay here. Just all defense by Nas Haley. And get some clapping going with the rest of the crowd. Now Harrington on defense. Gessner trying to find a shot. Passing out to Reese Walcott. Passes up the 3. We'll get fouled on the floor. Looks like that'll be Harrington with a defensive foul. Have the Firebirds reset under the basket. Gessner with the baseline inbound. Finds Colby Hoyer under the basket.
A little contact. He had to play through right there. Got hit in the head.
Tried to finish through the contact. That's going to be no good. And Sabercat ball here pretty quickly. With just a minute and a half left here in this playing game.
Are we in the bonus?
I think we're going to have Haley walk into the line here shooting 1-and-1 free throws.
Sebastian, did we make dinner reservations? What are we doing post game?
I think the Sabercats are going to be celebrating. I don't know what I'm going to be doing. Looks like it'll be Elrod at the line instead of Haley. And he'll miss the first one.
This game would be 80-56 if they made the free throws right now.
Man, it has been a lot of fouling by the Firebirds. Can't leave without giving them credit, though. Players like Walcott, Colby Hoyer, and Dylan Gessner has been putting all of their effort out onto the floor.
Lucas Ramirez with the full timeout for the Sabercats. Minute 36 left. But it's not a minute 36 left on our friendship, Sebastian. I see a budding relationship for years to come between the two of us. So I'm really glad I met you today.
Definitely going to be looking at these games for years to come together. Hopefully we'll have some more exciting ones. This one has been a 15-point lead here in the fourth quarter as we'll cut to a break and we'll come at you with just a minute and a half left in this game.
The Angry Crab Shack in Tempe, with an experience so good it remains indescribable, with something for every seafood lover. Try one of their amazing custom seafood boils, sandwiches, appetizers, and salads. Angry Crab Shack Tempe is located east of I-10 on Warner Road, 480-674-3847. The Angry Crab Shack in Tempe. Come ready to eat.
We got players coming back on the court. Finish out this minute and a half. Fourth quarter. Be Dylan Gessner on the inbound. Now let's see if they can get a quick shot off. Dayton Bond is running up the sideline quick. Stops at the 3. Could have taken it with Pierce Harrington on him. Instead, he's going to get a DHO here going for Gessner. Harrington's ready. Gessner instead will drive to the cup. Passes it off to Jason Paulo. Those layups are not going to be good. Justice Hines going the other way here quickly. Just coast to coast, making it look so easy from defense to offense. Having a full impact on this game. Definitely walking away tonight with the player of the game, with just how much he has been doing for the team.
Coach Ramirez is going into his bench. It looks like on the next dead ball. In fact, I haven't seen him this happy since the time me and him burned through Chappelle season 3.
Man, that's some good TV too.
Isn't it?
We're going to have Dayton Bond on the 3. That's going to be no good. Justice Hines have the ball going the other way. Who looks to be a timeout called for the Sabercats. Getting their second unit subbed in, closing out this game at home. And the crowd is letting them hear it. All smiles returning to the bench as they know what they've just accomplished. It's been a lot of hard work. With just a year ago losing at American Leadership Academy, Queen Creek by 20 points in their lone play-in game. It feels a lot nicer to be up 20 at home versus down 20 away.
Well, Sebastian, when Coach Ramirez played one shiny moment at his wedding, I knew this was going to be a special season.
It's been a precursor. It's been a lot of good basketball here played for Saguaro. A lot of good wins here.
Guys, give it up for for Walcott, for Eastmark. He's closed out a very successful career. I know as a former junior college coach, I know that kid can play at the next level. I hate to see him crying, but this, but there's only one winner at the end of the day. Hey, but we all can be winners in life. You know what I'm saying? Stay off drugs, guys. Flintstone vitamins. Let's do the whole 9.
Good some advice here by Mario. Again, we do see Reese Walcott leaving it all out on the court. It's not easy being the man at school, having this basketball program be your life, averaging 20 points, taking this team, who honestly has been in some games thanks to Walcott, and have been in this game thanks to Walcott and contributors as well. But having a career end like that with just one play in the game is definitely not how you wanted it to go.
Oh,
looks like we'll have some technical free throws going for Gesner here of Eastmark.
It was the second delay of game, it looks like. I don't remember the first one, but
we did have a one in there in the first half.
Oh, we did.
For the SaberCats. They're going to get called for it now, making this lead down to 15 for the SaberCats. Eastmark will inbound. Justin Humphrey for the inbound.
You think I should have a social media account, me and ADD?
That would be good.
Okay. I'll let you work the account.
Got Gesner here.
Oh, looks like a row.
Trying to have some sense of offensive ending here.
Oh, trying to get Blacks a shot. But that defense by Red House was really, really good.
Showing hustle here at the end of the fourth quarter.
Oh, man. We have a sprained ankle for Eastmark right there.
Looks like number 3 here, Dylan Gesner, is going to get left on the ground. Lower body, leg, ankle, or some sort of injury. Definitely not what you want, how you want the game to end. But he is a junior. He will be back next season. This is not going to be the last time he plays basketball here for Eastmark.
Hope it's minor, man. Big fellow. Don't grab that knee.
Definitely looks to be in pain here. Other players look to be on the court ready to end out these final 30 seconds of the game. As we will go to a break here, coming at you live after the break with the last 30 seconds of this playing game.
Make every day game day and never miss a moment from your favorite team with the AZ Preps 365 Live High School Sports app. The official app for all Arizona high school sports teams gives fans instant access to up-to-the-minute scores, news, highlights, and much more. Customize the app to fit your needs, whether you're a student, coach, parent, or player. Download it now for free. Available in both the Google Play Store and Apple App Store.
And we are back after the break. Wanted to let everyone at home know Dylan Gesner did get up on his own. Was a little bit of limping, but he was able to walk off the court with his own power as Eastmark Fibers here look to close out this game with some respect, with some offensive credibility here. Justin Humphrey, the sophomore, has the ball, drives to the cup, spins and gets blocked. That's going to be more momentum for Saguaro here as they close it out with 15 seconds left. Got number 5 going the other way. Happy passes here. Number 1, Mason Whitaker takes the 3.
I'd really like for Saguaro they didn't need to shoot that shot, man.
It's all smiles, all cheers. Might be feeling this win a little bit too much.
I'll put Ramirez in the headlock later.
Looks like Ramirez will have a talking to a little bit later as Eastmark will dribble out the ball here for the final seconds with Justin Humphrey. That'll be a home win for the play-in tournament for the Saguaro SaberCats, 73. Eastmark Firebirds, 58.
You smell that, Sebastian? It's called the second round.
I think
first round.
SaberCats.
However we do it.
We do it now a little bit differently than the past couple of years. SaberCats have played their way into the 4A playoff tournament now after winning their play-in game. Thankfully, to a lot of good players on the court. Player of the game, though, Justice Hines has made his impact. A lot of hustle. Took fast breaks home for buckets all day tonight. Has the most assists, most steals on the team. And we can see that playmaking from the bleachers here. Justice Hines walking away, play of the game. Saguaro SaberCats walking away with the W. My name is Sebastian Kupis. I was joined by Mario Malaby tonight. Thank you for joining me, Mario, as we watch a good play-in tournament game. And Saguaro SaberCats will advance.
Hey, guys, Sebastian, if you ever get to the avenues, man, hit me up. We'll hang out. We'll do lunch. I'll buy you a burrito.
Viewers, this has been Sebastian Kupis and Mario as Justice Hines lets off a victory dunk. I got to go get my free burrito. Thank you, everyone, for joining us.
I'll get you a lengua. It'll be awesome for you.
And that's a win here for Lucas Ramirez at home.